Hello dear friends, welcome to all of you to this video. Today in this video we are going to talk about the Mudia religion. In this video we will be seeing that how many gods are worshipped by Mudia and what is their nature. Without any further delay, let's start the video. Well, according to Vaidya Alvin, the Mudia religion, despite being animistic, is deeply influenced by the Shaivite tradition of Hinduism. Now, what is Shaivite tradition? Well, the tradition in which Lord Shiva is considered to be the supreme being is called the Shaivite tradition. So, Vaidya Alvin says that the Mudia religion is deeply influenced by the Shaivite tradition of Hinduism. Well, they also have their temples. They have erected not only temples, they have built the huts also. The temples are for housing the gods and goddesses, and huts dedicated to them for their placation and tendance. They also have an established system of priesthood where there's a group of people who act as mediums between the tribal people and their gods. They can communicate with the gods while being in the state of trance, and they also purify all the rural activities by offering sacrifices and organizing sacramental meals. As we know that Hinduism has a pantheon, means a group of deities, and as we already have said that Mudia religion is deeply influenced by Hinduism, so obviously it also has its group of deities called the pantheon. So now we will talk about that who are the gods in the Mudia pantheon. Let's start with the Mahaprabhu. So the Mahaprabhu or Bhagwan is considered to be the supreme being by the Mudias. They say that he has created Nadum Bhum. Now what is Nadum Bhum? Nadum Bhum means this world. So according to them, he has created Nadum Bhum, but he lives in Aprobhum. Aprobhum means heaven. He is the kind of God who is credited with the creation of entire mankind. But Mudia believed that it was unfortunate that some of the people turned to be witches and warlocks. They say that Mahaprabhu has created death because he needs a constant supply of souls. They say that Mahaprabhu does not favor someone, nor does it harm someone. That's why the Mudiyas do not worship him on all these special occasions. And in other words, if I say plainly, he is neglected. No shrine dedicated to Mahaprabhu is found in the entire Mudia region, wherever the Mudia live. So that's all about Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu can be compared with Lord Brahma of Hinduism. Now let's talk about Bada Pen, Bada Dev, Budha Dev, or Bedhapen. So the same god known by 4 different names. So he is the great god of the Gonds, but the Mudiyas do not worship him as such. For Mudiyas, the term Badadev or Buddhadev is used for any of the god whose name is not known, but the god belongs to antiquity. The god is ancient. So when the Mudiyas do not find a suitable name for an ancient god, they call him Buddhadev or Badadev. Sometimes they also call their clan god by this name. There are many flags who are known by this name as well. Now, as far as Badadev or Buddhadev is concerned, similar to Mahaprabhu, he is also not worshipped on every occasion, and he is considered to be a sacred person of origin. Now, let's talk about the third most important, or I should say one of the most important deities, and that is Talur Muttai. Well, Talur Muttai is the mother goddess. It is Mother Earth personified. So according to Mudiyas, Talur Muttai is responsible for protection of the girls in the Ghotul along with Kadringal, her husband. She lives in the Ghotul along with Lingopen, and they protect the Ghotul and its inhabitants, especially the children. Talur Muttai is credited with the invention of sago palm tree, from where the sulphy juice is extracted. Talur Muttai is also worshipped before going on a hunt and after successful completion of the hunt. Similarly, she is worshipped before a fishing expedition and after it. Talur Muttai is a very interesting figure because as far as concept of Talur Muttai is concerned, there is one strange twist. The twist is that this same deity has been known by various names. Influenced by Hinduism, okay, she has been called Matidev. Now, why Matidev? Because Mother Earth, Earth is called Dharti, and Dharti is made of soil, which is called Mati in Chhattisgarhi and Hindi also. So that is why Talur Muttai has been called by the name Matidev, but it is a male deity. Later on, she was called by various names like Jimmedarin Matal, okay, Danteshwari Matal, Mauli Matal, Thakurain Matal. So Talur Muttai is considered to be a manifestation of form of Danteshwari Devi or Danteshwari goddess. It is similar to the Shakta cult of Hinduism, as goddess Durga is considered to be a manifestation of goddess Parvati. Similarly, Talur Muttai is considered to be a manifestation of goddess Danteshwari. Mudiyas worship Talur Muttai on almost all the sacred occasions. After Talur Muttai, we will discuss about her husband Kadringal. Well, Kadringal is considered to be the male consort of Talur Muttai. Talur Muttai and Kadringal are compared with Lord Shiva and Parvati. Means Kadringal is compared to Lord Shiva and Talur Muttai is considered to be goddess Parvati. Well, Kadringal is the god of hunting and chess. Before every hunting expedition, he is worshipped, and he is also worshipped after its successful completion. So that's all about Kadringal. Now we will talk about another god whose name is Dulhadev. Now, who is Dulhadev? Well, actually, as far as Dulhadev is concerned, Dulhadev is not an original Mudia deity. He is an immigrant from the central provinces, means today, which is called Madhya Pradesh. It is believed that he is supposed to supervise not only the marriage ceremony, but marriage bed also, the fertility and happiness also. Whenever a newlywed couple encounters a problem in the relationship, it is attributed to Dulhadev. So it is indispensable for the Mudiyas to appease Dulhadev before marriage. It is believed that once a bridegroom was on the way to the bride's house, and in the midway he was killed either by a tiger or by lightning. And since then, his spirit became Dulhadev, and it is necessary for the Mudiyas to pacify or appease this spirit. Now, apart from these gods, let's talk about the clan god, which plays a very important role in the Mudia society. Well, according to the Mudia legends, in early days, entire Bastar region was divided in different clan areas, and each clan area was called Bhoom. Each Bhoom had its spiritual capital, which was called Pendwar, and it was inhabited by Anga. Now, to take care of Anga, a priest would live here who was called Penvaddai. Now, as far as Anga is concerned, basically it is an arrangement of three parallel woods or three parallel poles of bale or saja trees, saja woods. So the three parallel sticks or three parallel poles of saja or bear woods or saja or bear pole is called Anga. It is properly set by crosswoods like the bamboo or saja, and on every junction it is decorated with the tufts of peacock feathers. On every junction, some amount of silver, some amount of coin is also beaten, okay, and embedded. Now, the special feature is its head. The central pole is considered to be Anga, while the other two adjacent poles are considered to be tools to carry it. Now, Anga usually has a head which looks or resembles uh, a serpent or a bird, and the Anga behaves like a human. It gets married, okay, it begets children, and it dies as well, and it reincarnates. Whenever the Anga is taken, he has to be suspended in the air either by a rope, or it has to be established in the air by supporting through bamboos from beneath. So in either way, it has to be suspended in the air. Now, this clan god, who is called Anga, is worshipped in all special occasions. And still, there are many pain wars and many places to worship Anga today visible in the region of Bastar. Now, these are the main deities. Now, apart from them, there are other deities as well. For example, there are Kanyangs. Now, Kanyangs are maidens. These maidens are considered to be in charge of various fields and activities. So let's talk about them. So let's talk about the divine Mudiya first. According to the legends, Mahaprabhu is attended by his 7 daughters. And these 7 daughters are called divine Mutiaris. They have names. The names are Dulosa, Belosa, Alosa, Salki, Lahri, Jalko, and Malko. So these are considered to be very benevolent. Apart from these Kanyang, there are other Kanyangs as well, other maidens as well. For example, there is Yer Kanyang. Yer Kanyang is considered to be a lonely maiden who presides over the rivers and streams. It is believed that she becomes melancholic whenever she hears the Ghotul beats, and she comes to visit those Motiari who have been forbidden from entering to the Ghotul because of their menstruation cycle. So this is Yer Kanyang. Now there are other Kanyang as well. There is Ghat Kanyang. Now Ghat Kanyang also presides over a ghat. Ghat means a place where people bathe or draw water for drinking. So that place is presided over by Ghat Kanyang. What is the function of Ghat Kanyang? Anyone who draws water or bathe properly at the ghat, he offers his homage to this Kanyang. Now there is Bedha Kanyang. Bedha Kanyang is in charge of the crops. Muria believe that there are 2 other Kanyangs, Budri Kanyang, who is responsible for good crop, and Ragri Kanyang, who is responsible for bad crop or crop failure. There is Chapar Kanyang. Chapar Kanyang is responsible and head of the pasture lands where the animals graze. Now, apart from them, there are many local gods. Okay, but before talking about local god, let's talk about one more prominent deity who is known as Bhimulpen. So actually, Bhimulpen, also known as Bhimsen or Bhima, is a rain god of Bastar. His cult is assimilated with the mighty Bhima, the Pandava. Bhimulpen is considered to be responsible for good rainfall, thunder, and fertility of the soil. He, along with his wife, is also considered responsible for stilt walking, which is called Gedi. He is associated actually with them. He is considered to be fond of drums. That's why whenever a Mandri drum is built, he is remembered. And whenever it is used in the marriages, he is worshipped. Now, Bhimulpen sometimes replaces Lingo. Bhimulpen sometimes replaces Lingo, who is considered to be in charge of Ghotul in the eastern parts of Kondagaon. So, instead of Lingo in the eastern parts of Kondagaon, it is the Bhimulpen who is worshipped. and considered to be the protector and founder of the Ghotul. And there is one interesting fact regarding Bhimul, that this god has its own festival that is called Bhimul Pandum. On this occasion, the Gaita throws some seeds and vegetables on the stone of Bhimul, and the Motiari and Chelik dance all night along there. Apart from all these specialities, Bhimul is considered to be a very mighty warrior god. Similar to Bhimul, Mother Goddess, who is also known as Talur, is tended by a special priest, and that special priest is called Kasir Gaita. Now there are some local gods, as I have already mentioned. Well, one of them is Bhurkabatti. Now, whenever the stone of Bhurkabatti is established or ensconced, a tiger pug is made. Tiger pug is made actually. What is a tiger pug? It's the symbol of tiger paw actually. So the Mudiyas of Sori clan offer their worship whenever a tiger is killed or tiger dies. That's why this god is considered to be protector god from the tiger, and his name is Bhurkabatti. So in this way, there are many maidens and many local gods. There are family gods as well. For example, Dokra Dev. Now, Dokra Dev or Kondi Dev and Lagir Dev. So Dokra Dev is considered to be the protector of the male, and Kondi Dev or Lagir Dev is considered to be the protector of the women. It is believed that Dokra Dev, Kondi Dev and Lagir Dev all have come or immigrated to Bastar along with Annam Dev from Warangal. So the male Mudiyas worship Dokra Dev and the female Mudiyas worship Kondi Dev or Lagir Dev. It is believed that after childbirth, if any problem is faced by the Mudia women, it is attributed to the Kondi Dev or Lagir Dev, and to placate him or her, a pig is sacrificed by them, by the Mudiyas. So there are many such gods and goddesses. In the next video, we will talk about an institution which is called Ghotul. So stay tuned, that is going to be a very interesting video. Thank you.